Hello, Aquarius. This is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. I hope you're doing great today. This will be a collective reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, also inner planets, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Um, I'm very fond of my Aquarians. My son, who's actually coming home from college today, is an Aquarius. Sun, Moon, and Mercury. And I'm very earth sign and fire sign. So I love his air energy that helps me kind of lighten up. He definitely fans my fire when I'm a little in reaction mode. I have a Capricorn moon, so I can be a little bit stern when it comes to things that have to do with emotions. So he brings in the lightheartedness and always makes me laugh, and I appreciate him so much for that. So anyway, let's start your reading. We're going to grab a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle to see who is guiding this reading for us today. Spirit, who is guiding this reading for the sign of Aquarius today? One card. Okay. One card, please, Spirit. Up. Okay. We have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. And I am going to read the book on her. The full moon in Scorpio that's coming up, I think it's on May 12th, might be an important time of transition for you. Also keeping in mind that Pluto has gone retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. If you're Aquarius rising, especially, that's your first house. So there might be a lot of transformation for you personally right now that comes up with Pluto retrograde in Aquarius in your first house. So definitely some strong energy there, especially for the collective, because Pluto is an outer planet. So the energy tends to affect us collectively. Okay. Although Pluto's tricky. Pluto definitely comes in and can clean house as well as Saturn in our personal lives. Okay. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin and a warrior goddess who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with moon energy and helps us recognize that our life is a cycle that is always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women and guides them to see the wisdom these cycles bring. We all go through phases and cycles of growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has a raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. Okay, pretty big energy there. And I do feel like for some reason this full moon might, and the like I said, and the Pluto retrograde might be impacting you a little bit more than others. Okay. And also, I'd have to look for Aquarius rising because I don't remember what house the full moon is in Scorpio, but you might want to look at that because that might really point out exactly the aspects that this full moon is affecting you. Okay. Spirit, may we have two cards of guidance. This is the Mike Wilcox Tarot and Oracle. These are the major arcanas and zodiac cards. These are the overriding energies of the reading. Two cards, please, Spirit. Cards are being selective. Two cards, please, Spirit. Interesting. Oh, two cards came out on the first one. Okay, I'm going to put this card aside because I didn't realize two cards came out. So here we have the moon. Okay, again, like I said, this full moon might have some big impact or transformation for you. I would definitely look and see what house it's in for you. And then we have Gemini. So this might all be happening between the full moon and Gemini season, which starts, I think it's the 20th or 21st of this month. Okay. The other thing that I see here is that there could be some need to deeply go inside and investigate your dualities, okay, and how you work with them, okay, because we all have light and shadow sides, and you might be avoiding looking at all the aspects of yourself to reach your fullest potential, because even with our shadow aspects, we can use those to our benefit if we understand them, okay. But with the moon, it's telling me that potentially you're not aware of these different parts of yourself and how to work with them. And with the moon card, we could be avoiding that a little bit because we're afraid to find out what we might discover when we go into those depths of research on ourselves. Okay, let's see what else comes out, and we'll see how these cards are affecting the reading. Okay. This is the Rainbow Tarot. And it's interesting also with the moon, and Freya has the moon there as well, and is about phases and cycles. So, okay, Spirit, 3 cards of guidance, please. And sorry, I'm going to go back because things are just channeling through me right now. Also with that Gemini, it really is with this moon aspect here, dealing with the going into that shadow aspect, going into our duality. Okay. 3 cards of guidance, please, Spirit. Okay. Very good. Okay. And I'm going to take 3 cards from the Tarot de El Dios de la Tres, which I'm always horrible at saying because it's in Spanish and it's a lot of little words. 3 cards, please, Spirit. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay. Got 2 here, and I am going to honor that. Okay. And I'm going to grab 3 more cards from the Flower Child Tarot, and then we will get into your reading. Thank you for your patience while I pull the cards out. 3 cards, please, Spirit. All right. And after I read these, I'm going to pull 3 more cards of advice from Spirit. So there will be more information coming out. All right. So we're starting here with the 7 of Pentacles. Assessing, okay, which is with the moon energy here, is pretty important, okay, because now we're assessing where we're at, the things we've been working on. Are they producing? Are they not producing? Do we want to keep putting energy into the way we've been doing things and the things we've been putting energy into? What benefit are we receiving? Or is it making things harder for us? Okay. So right now, Aquarius, it's time to really take an assessment of, and again, as I said, working with the dualities of ourselves, right? If if we only focus on our attributes we consider positive or in the light, that's great. But the real growth comes when we work on ourselves as a whole and we look into the deeper aspects of ourselves that need healing, that need nurturing, that need love, and need to be acknowledged. Okay, because we're all multifaceted and we all have strengths and weaknesses, and we can't work on those weaknesses and improve them and learn how to turn them into beneficial aspects of ourselves if we don't acknowledge them. Okay, working on ourselves as a whole instead of just in the bits and pieces we like or the easy aspects. Nine of Wands. Okay, this is the wounded healer. Okay, so are we working on the aspects of ourselves that have hurt us, that have wounded us? Are we acknowledging them? Okay, with the wands, and you can see here, the wands are, even if it's a challenge, they're always an opportunity to grow. And I think part of the importance here is acknowledging that the things that have drained our energy or removed our excitement for life and made that a challenge for us can be opportunities to grow, right? It's all the way that we look at it. And when we do that deep introspection, like in the moon card, you can start to pick those things apart and see where maybe some repetitive patterns or things that you've been doing, maybe they're repetitive because you haven't really acknowledged that there's a lesson in that for you. And until you understand the lesson that spirit and the universe are trying to present to you, you're going to keep making that choice over and over and over again. It's not to punish you, it's to help you grow. And it's a huge part of Pluto. Okay. So with our assessment, we want to take into consideration the places that we have felt our energy has been drained, okay, or we've been victimized and hurt, and it's sucking the excitement out of life for us, and see where we can turn that into growth instead of making it something that wounds us, and we cut ourselves off from having fun and being spontaneous and living in our highest excitement. Here we have the Three of Pentacles. And this is doing the work, and it's doing it with other people. Okay. So there may be a group of grounded people that can help you move forward and do that in a way that helps you gain some stability in this situation, that helps you feel safe and grounded as you move through the process. And they're there as a support system because with this Three of Pentacles, they're there to point out your achievements. So every time you are brave and acknowledge something in yourself that needs to be healed, and you do that work, they're there to put you up on a pedestal and say, look at you. You did this. This is amazing. And that becomes motivation because we are all motivated by having a solid support system. And this is your solid support system. I just noticed something. Okay, so now we have the Five of Cups. So I'm just going to point this out now because we have the Nine of Wands with the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely something to do here with surrounding yourself around people that support you with these wounds and your disappointment. Okay, we have 3 cups on the ground, 2 cups behind. Okay, the Three of Cups should be your tribe, a support system that emotionally supports you and is there for you and celebrating you. And here you have emotionally a tribe that has let you down, whether that tribe is 1 person or 10 people, it doesn't matter. They have emotionally let you down. Okay. So with this support system of these Three of Pentacles, this is emotionally unstable support system that has not come through for you. The Three of Pentacles is grounded support. There's something about you finding some very grounded support that stabilizes your emotional state and your energetic state here. That's very important. Okay. And they're going to help you understand what you need to put work into and what you need to let go of. It's very important. And these could be spiritual people with Freya, or they could just be people you know that are rock solid, that have your back through thick and thin. In this process of the Five of Cups, it's important to be patient. And it's very important with that moon card there, because this is where you want to really investigate and look deeply into this situation. Because even though the Two of Cups is available for you, that mirrored energy that emotionally matches, they emotionally match each other and complement each other. They emotionally know what the other person needs because they're at the same energetic level. With this here, you want to process this, because this can become a cycle. If, again, like I was saying, if you don't understand what happened here and you don't look deeply into it, this will keep happening over and over and over again. And so every time you go for the Two of Cups, you haven't done the healing work and you end up here again instead of moving forward into this emotionally mirrored energy. So take your time. You don't need to rush to just move on to put a band-aid on it and take the first two, what seems like the first Two of Cups that comes forward. You want to really look into what happened here with something you thought was emotionally fulfilling in a support system, and it's not. Then once you've processed that and you feel like you've done some healing and you've raised your vibration from this low vibration of the Five of Cups, then when your vibration is higher, do you look for the Two of Cups? Because then you're going to find a higher vibrational energy that matches you, that doesn't knock your cups over time and time again. And again, Spirit is saying, how do you do that? Find a grounded support system that is there to put you on a pedestal and hold you up through your process, and see your hard work and your potential, and just keep encouraging you to move towards your stability, right? Because our pentacles provide us stability. And what do we have here? It's beautiful. The new you, the Page of Cups, because you're learning how to use your heart space. This is your throat chakra and your heart chakra. You're new at this, right? That's how I know that this is your first step out of making sense of this energy. It's a page. You're new at it, but you're learning how to communicate from your heart. Okay. And with that fish there, you'll probably be very surprised at what you're capable of. All right. But not only are you learning how to use your voice from your heart space, you're learning how to, because our throat chakra is not just speaking, it's also what we hear. Okay. The information that's coming at us. You're learning how to decipher between the people in your tribe and the people around you that are emotionally communicating Three of Cups on the ground, or a stable Three of Pentacles. And that is going to be where the magic happens. And you're not going to be in this place of confusion anymore, not knowing which relationships to put your energy into. It's going to become very clear. Okay? Very important card here. This is the new you in your emotional realm. Okay? And what do we have here with this moon and this Freya card? It's a pretty amazing card to come up. The High Priestess. Okay? She's ruled by the moon, ruled by Cancer. Okay? Very much in alignment with Freya, totally in alignment with that moon card. Your intuition becomes on point. Okay? Because you're raising your vibration. You're surrounding yourself with people that are there to support you and raise you up And that right by itself will change your energy and be such a healing process. Okay. When your vibration is getting higher because you're in a state of healing and growth, you're able to connect with yourself. You're able to connect with spirit. You're able to work with this moon energy that's available to you. And the most important thing about this high priestess, she's not afraid or intimidated by the unknown of that moon card. She's not afraid of it. She welcomes it. She sits with it, and she gains her strength and her psychic abilities and her intuition and her trust in the universe with that. So it's amazing. Beautiful. That's a huge, and to go from a page of cups to the high priestess shows me that once you get on your way, the progress will be swift. Okay, because that is a huge jump in energy. It's like almost like you've been waiting for this moment to be available to you for so long that once you finally break the threshold, you just take off running. And here we go. Take off running. The Eight of Wands. Exactly what I just said. So you take off running. Okay. This is all of your energy has a strategic direction. We're not in this state anymore of what do I do? Is this worth watering anymore? Do I start a new tree and what do I do? You're starting a new tree. That's what you're doing. You're starting from scratch. Eight of Wands. And when you take this momentum and you just run with it fearlessly, fearlessly, even though there's always unknowns and they feel scary, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to move forward no matter what. Okay. We have the star. Huge energy alignment, huge healing that allows our vibration to become so high that that's where the wish fulfillment comes in. It's not like spirits just like, oh, Aquarius, they're not doing so well. Let's throw them a bone and grant one of their wishes. No, this is the universe matching your high vibration in the work you've done to heal. And now everything that comes at you with this Eight of Wands is at your high rate. Why can't I speak all of a sudden? High vibration. So this is not only are things going to pick up in speed, but you're going to be the catalyst for that speed of the positive things coming at you. Okay. You're the catalyst of it. One little change in our mind about whether something is happening to us or for us is an energy switch that can just absolutely ignite a fire and get things moving very quickly. Okay. And this is definitely with this back and forth of do I kind of stay in this state of feeling defeated emotionally and having this grief and not knowing what to put my energy into is that battle of Gemini right now, right? It's absolutely making that choice. Do I stick with the version of myself that is needing healing, or do I just take that jump off the cliff and start doing that healing work? The shadow is going to support you as much as the light does here with that Gemini. And Gemini is a Mercury card. Communication. Six of Cups. Absolute beautiful card to end with. Okay. This is healing the inner child. This is meeting soulmates, people that you're destined to be with. The most important thing about this card for me is that this is the exchange of pure, genuine love with the innocence of a child. So the people you have in your Three of Pentacles are not only going to emotionally stabilize you and support you, but they're going to fill your cups. They're going to heal you and they're going to give you whatever's been missing here in the cups energy, especially with that 5 of cups. Just notice this. That 3 of cups on the ground now becomes double. It's 6 cups in the upright. Okay? The love grows and multiplies, and it's real. Okay? I'm going to get 3 cards of advice from Spirit. I'm going to have to make my son watch this and see see how he feels about it. Okay. And he's such a softie. Even as a kid, he could never tolerate bullies. If anybody was mean to him or mean to his friends, if he had friends that were bullies, he would just stop spending time with that friend, or he would just tell that bully, like, you don't bother me, you can just go away. He does not tolerate that. Not for Aquarians. Okay. 3 cards of advice, please, Spirit. 2 more cards, please. God, this is crazy. Okay. All right. I'm going to start here. The 6 of Pentacles. Okay. This is about the balance and expecting reciprocity in your relationships. Okay. No more confusion about energy and who to put your relationships to put energy into and whatnot. Again, we have the 3 of Pentacles here again. We have the 8 of Wands here again. Okay. This support system, just like the 3 of Cups here, 3 and 6 are super important here. Just like those 3 cups on the ground multiplied into 6, your 3 of Pentacles multiplies, it doubles here too. So your stability, your direction in life, that feeling safe in this world doubles. And then that emotional fulfillment doubles. Okay. Spirit can't say enough. You need this support system, these people that build you up and stabilize you. Reciprocity, give and take. Okay. Again, creating that balance and stability in life. And 8 of Wands. I mean, the 3 of Pentacles came out 3 times here. Okay. Another 3. All right. And then with Freya, the moon, the high priestess, another 3. So things are going to move quickly for you if you choose this path of healing. Spirit's been very clear that these are the things to work on. Your wounds that are draining your energy, that make you feel like you need to protect yourself and you can't trust the universe or people. 5 of Cups, dealing with the emotional letdown from the tribe and choosing that 2 of Cups wisely. Figuring out where to put your energy so that you are creating the most abundance and stability around you. Okay? Because she looks pretty overwhelmed there. No more of that. Everything is growing for you and moving in this beautiful direction. Okay? So no more fear about the unknown. No more fear about looking at our shadows. We're going to look at our shadows as strengths. Okay? And they pinpoint exactly the areas we need to focus on so we're not confused anymore. Okay? I'm going to grab a card from the Bloom Oracle. One card of guidance, please, Spirit. One card of guidance. Okay. What's the number on that? 30. unfurl. Have you met all of yourself? Another moon there. 30, another 3. Like unfolding fronds of a sleepy fern, unfurl your potential. There is magic lurking in the depths of you that can change the world. Have you met it yet? Have you fully met yourself yet? All of you. Step into your full self, your full realized power. This card reminds you to go outside your comfort zone in the name of growth. Unfurling can be terrifying, for you are allowing others to see the deepest, most vulnerable parts of you. But those parts are also the most powerful. This is where the real magic happens, in the unfurling. Exactly what I'm saying about the moon card there. Okay? We've got to go into those depths and those parts that we don't want to acknowledge because they're uncomfortable. Those are the places that need the most attention. Okay, and I'm going to grab one card from Alchemy of the Spirit and see what we have for guidance here. Spirit, may we please have one card of guidance? Okay. We have Sword. It's card 46. There's a 6 on it, but it's not necessarily a 3-6 card. But you also might want to listen to some music. I know air signs, especially with my son. First of all, I don't have an air signed friend who is not absolutely obsessed with music. My son is in music school in Nashville. Air signs generally, can't say for everyone, resonate with sound healing. Music is therapy for air signs. It is how you heal. So with that said, if you can find some music at the 369 frequency or 963 frequency, that might be very healing to you now. Those are the Tesla number. Okay. Sword. Things will work out for the highest good. It's a sign of intellect and justice. This is a sign you will soon find a fair solution to something troubling you. However, it doesn't mean you'll exactly get your way, but you have to trust that it will turn out for the best. The divinity is always leaning towards justice and the highest outcome. Whatever happens, you need to remember that sometimes being at peace is way more worth it than being right, and the universe will give you what you need to achieve harmony. If you've been feeling frustrated or irritated, you need to understand that the outcome is not in your control. Let go of the frustration and worry, and instead surrender. Trust that justice will come and you'll get what you deserve. On the other hand, this card can also mean there is a situation in which you've been unfair and you need to correct it to be at peace. And then it says feeling justice, experiencing good karma, taking action, and being fair. Okay? Beautiful. That sword of truth and integrity. Okay. And also with the sword, just going through to the tarot, being brave with your communication to yourself and others. Okay? Aquarius, my lovely friends, I hope this was very helpful for you. I'm going to do a collective reading for the weekend. I'm probably going to do a full moon reading. I was kind of on the fence if I wanted to or not. And also, I'm new here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this reading, I would greatly appreciate your support. If you would like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm doing the zodiac signs weekly right now. So I did the earth signs last week. This week I'm doing air signs. Next week I'll be doing water signs. And after that, I'll be doing fire signs. And then I'll be rotating that. Just because I'm new here, I kind of want to ease myself into the process and not overload myself with doing, all signs every week. That would be a lot for me right now. But please do come back and watch if you enjoyed this. I'd love to have you. And as I said, I'm a big Aquarius fan. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.